Hi everybody, Christine Furtado here. Come on. Joining me with Cup of Joy with Christine, 6 a.m. Cup of Joy with Christine. My name is Christine Furtado, so if you're new to me, I'm a mindset and money mastery business coach as well as a professional accountant by trade, and I help successful leaders to become even more massively successful and profitable in their business. So I hope you will join me weekly here. We do this every Mondays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. So bring your favorite beverage, and I had my coffee and it's upstairs. So I'm having my coffee this morning. And let me know in the comments what you are drinking this morning and where you're from so I can say hi to you as we're going here. And so today I have a topic. So first of all, if you have any other leaders or business owners that you're friends with, please share this so that we can make a greater impact in the world. And also as we're going, please feel free to like and comment below. And if you haven't done so already, please also subscribe to my business page. This is coming from my business page, and like I said, we're doing these weekly shows, but there's also all kinds of inspirational and motivational things for business leaders on this page. So if that's something that's interesting to you, we cover mindset, productivity, health as well, because I believe it's the all-round package, as well as tons of financial and business strategies as well. So I'm so glad that you're here today and that you're able to join us. So again, feel free to share this as well. I'll share this video right now actually. So today I want to cover why 95% of businesses fail, and this to me is astronomical, but it is so true. And you know what, it's I can see where it happens, a lot of it. So I want to cover 3 or 4 things today that are the key reasons why businesses fail. And if you can do these as quickly in your business as possible, you'll have a greater chance of being that 5% instead of that 95%. So a lot of businesses fail within the first year, but definitely within the first 5 years. So it's really dear to my heart because I've been on both sides of the spectrum and helping leaders and corporate leaders as well as business leaders, and I see it. Oh, here's my coffee. Hello. So it's really, really important to me to make an impact in the world. And if you know my business, it's about impact, inspire, and interact. So very, very important to make that impact in the world. And my personal mission is to help millions of business owners to become that 5% as opposed to the 95%. So as an accounting background that I have, over 25 years of business and accounting experience, I know firsthand how to help you definitely from the business and the financial side. And I, as a recent owner myself, now I know the other pieces as well that come into the puzzle, which are mindset and the sales. So 4 things I want to talk about today. So the first thing, reason that businesses fail is they don't have a business plan. There's no plan as to, where exactly you're going, where they're going. And to me, a business plan is like a roadmap that kind of puts a snapshot as to where it is that you're going in all aspects of your business, including your revenue, your expenses, your profitability. And that is basically the starting point of your business, so that you can have something. I view also this as not only a roadmap, but a measuring stick. So the best thing to do with a business plan is definitely start with the end in mind. Sometimes, things will change as we go, but you have to have a starting point. So a great place to start is always knowing the end in mind, and working from there. So for example, with your revenue, where do you want to be at the end of the year? Where do you want to be in 6 months? And work that back into a monthly, weekly, and then daily activity in terms of dollars. And so let's say you wanted, it to be a 10K month, you want to become a 10K month, so, a six-figure revenue, what do you need? What does that mean? The number of clients for you, that's really important. Are you going for private clients? Are they high-end clients? Or are you going to have more and at a smaller dollar? Those are very, very simple, really key questions to make sure that you ask yourself. And then basically you work it backwards into, okay, in order to get that many clients, how many do I need to be connecting on a daily basis to get that? So that's just one example, but that's one thing. The first thing that is really, really super key, like I said, is to have that business plan. And that's one of my specialties, is how to prepare that kick-ass business plan. So if that's interesting to you, feel free to put that in the comments or PM me on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, then there will be in the description below a way of connecting with me, either through my contacts page or even my calendar, so we can have a free consultation. So the second thing that I notice is business owners not knowing their financial numbers. And this is so, so key, and it breaks my heart. As an accountant, I know how things can be tricky, and sometimes, it's kind of like putting that puzzle together that we're not sure how it all works. And the other thing is finding an accountant that's going to be a great teacher. That's where I come in. I've been told that I'm, unique in the sense that, yes, and I'm an accountant, but I have, the business acumen, the mindset piece. I'm also my own business owner as well. So I have a lot of things that I can teach you that I have learned. So, the key, so whether you choose me or whether you choose somebody else, is finding that person that is going to teach you and make things really simple for you, simplify and bring it down into, the English language, and not make it so scary. So that is super, super important. I think it's really important to understand at least the basics of your numbers. So, understanding a business plan, first of all, how that works, understanding your, the revenue and the importance with that, understanding the spending and how to be lean, but yet invest in things that are really important to the business, as well as investing in yourself. I strongly believe in having a coach, a business coach, and potentially a money coach like myself. That's super important. And the other thing about your numbers that I think is really important is learn how to look at things in a trend basis. That I find is very, very key. It's not only looking at like for the month currently, but it's, what does that look like on a trend? How did we measure every single month in the last quarter? How do you measure it by quarter? Understanding that, and understanding how to relate that to the budget. And that a lot of it is just the knowledge and the understanding. Once you have that, you don't necessarily have to do all the work yourself, depending on the size of your company. If you're, an entrepreneur starting out, likely you may be able to hire a bookkeeper, or maybe you may do some of it yourself at first, but eventually the idea is, the actual data entry piece might be done by somebody else, but overall you need to look at those numbers and understand and know what they mean. So very, very important. And for me, it's, again, it's kind of like that measuring stick of the company. And by learning to understand what to look for, you can quickly assess and analyze and become very analytical. You'll be able to look at your revenue and say, oh, things are kind of coming down. Why is that? Your spending doesn't seem to be consistent. What's going on there? And also, you'll be able to see, oh, the profitability department, okay, we're doing great on revenue, but what's happening here with profitability? Maybe we need to obviously increase revenue and or, reduce our spending, that kind of stuff. And it's just looking and monitoring at things and assessing, maybe 6 months ago something was really useful for you at that time and you're not utilizing it now. So, maybe it's time to, have that spending go away. So these are the reasons why it's so important. And at a very, very minimum, I think it's good to watch your numbers at least on a weekly basis at a very minimum. But your sales, depending on the size of your company, you may be wanting to look at your sales on a daily basis as well. Again, by looking at your numbers, you'll be able to know, is this a seasonal thing, and what's going on here, especially when you're starting out new, but it's still very key, even if you're a seasoned business owner as well. So that's the second thing, is knowing your numbers and understanding your financial numbers. The third thing is not bringing in enough sales and revenue. That's like your cash is king, and if you're not bringing in any sales and revenue into your business, that business is going to quickly die a slow death. So that's very, very key. And I know today, we're really big on all the internet and all the marketing strategies, which are also key. But believe it or not, I've worked in both sides. I've worked in the offline corporate world, but I've also worked with businesses that are offline businesses as well as online. And no matter what, even the online businesses, it is very key to pick up that phone and close a client on the phone. People still want that one-on-one personal connection on the phone. So believe it or not, especially your larger ticket items, they are going to be the ones that you close on the phone. So it's really important to be connecting with people on a daily basis. You should be connecting, depending, again, you would have to work backwards to see what that number looks like for you. But most places, you will have to connect with at least 10 people on the phone, and hopefully close at least 1 or 2 a week. So that's really, really key. So sales is really, really important. Again, most people, if you know your numbers, your sales are not, coming through correctly, and have, what do you need to do to get there? So that's really, really important. And the fourth piece is the mindset piece. It does not matter what you're trying to do in life, actually, whether it is, financials, business, health, relationships, mindset is key. Sometimes when we're down in the dumps, and that can quickly waste away a few days of productivity and just not keeping going. And you know what, having a business is hard. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick, and you have to allow yourself at least a year or 2 to get it going. So mindset is really, really key, and having a coach, I think, is key as well, or communities online that, whether it's online or offline, that are going to, you can get together with other leaders and other business owners and strategize, and potentially mastermind as well. I think that's really, really key. When you're down, they're going to pull you up, and by surrounding yourself with like-minded people, it keeps you at that higher level and keeps you going as well, especially on those days when you don't feel so much like keeping it going. So, and there will be days, trust me. So just to recap again, the four things that I believe are the 95% of businesses fail. The first thing is not having that budget planning. The second thing is not knowing your numbers and understanding them, what they mean, which can really paint that real picture. That's what's really, really, truly happening in your business. The third thing is not having that sales and revenue. Cash is king. Bringing that money in is so, so important. Spending will always be there, but you have to really work on also having the sales and the revenue always be there as well, and keeping it coming and reoccurring. And the fourth piece is mindset, which is really, really key to anything in life, whether it's your finance, business, relationships, or even health. I think it's really, really key and important. So I hope you found that super valuable. This is all after dear to my heart. Not only am I a professional accountant by trade, I'm also a business owner. And I think it's really important to, have that harmony and that full package of mindset, health, and wealth in your business. So important. So if you enjoyed this, please like and comment below, and also please share this with all your other colleagues and your friends and other leaders that you know that would benefit from this. If there's anything that I can do to help you, please feel free to connect with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a contact link in the description below, and if you're watching this on Facebook, feel free to comment or PM me as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on 6 a.m. Cup of Joy with Christine. And like I said, join us weekly every Monday, Thursday, at 6 a.m. for mindset, health, and wealth of the business leader. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.